Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretches 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked number 1 right now, but if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to win the thing.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll toss it to Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So here are the Bears backed up to start their initial drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the ball.
And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 2nd and 12. Trubisky, that is caught by Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. A first down carry now for Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis hitting. Double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now Trubisky. He'll rifle this from deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner, because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that. And it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way. They should look at it.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down, Bears.
And that one taken in by Lashley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 50. Hey, ball.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And he'll spot Lashley open, left side complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And he completes it to Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 42-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
Ran, go. 55, mark, 55. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on first down, Trubisky, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Trubisky now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get set.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Riley Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production means they don't want to be in third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Hey, I-7.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Draw play. This is Miller. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, I'm coming.
Off off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. On the return is Cohen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got Burton here. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Flush to his right. He finds Robinson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Alert. Lock in. Switch.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On on second down. It's Miller. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big. And the blitz does come. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide. Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here comes Cohen. Shifts by him. Oh, he shifts past him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Trubisky will throw. And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 3/4. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He'd hit the sideline. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Miller. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Switch.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. They'll run it again with Miller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Yellow. I'm the Louis. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 3rd down, Miller. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now Trubisky and the Bears down 24-21, 1:44 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Hey, switch gears.
Throwing now is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Again, it's Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys... Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Niners, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Yeah, and it feel like